I know where you're going. I did the same thing. Go.
They're $9 a dozen.
Yeah.
I know. It's insane.
Come on.
Out of all the groceries that I got, that one stood out to me too. That just was like, wow, that's a big jump.
For real.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got DJ of Ability on our resource page on our website, walkandrolllive.com. If there's anything else that you'd like me to add to it, some of the organizations that you're working for, anything you're doing, put your, send me events that you're doing. We want to help you promote it and get your word out.
Talk about things coming up and whatever. So
yeah.
Be happy to throw it.
Great.
So put me on a mailing. You have a mailing list? Put me on the mailing list.
Okay.
All right.
I'm working on that. I don't have one yet, but that's in the works.
All right. Or just shoot me an email. Let me know when you got events coming up, and we'll talk about them. We'll put them on we have an events page. We'll put flyers up on there. Link it to wherever you want. You let me know.
All right, cool.
All right.
You guys, have a good day.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Good to talk to you.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. All right, have a good one.
Take care. Bye, Chris.
Walk and Roll Live.
I come from a family of 3 brothers that have cerebral palsy like me, but their stages are slightly different than mine.
I think within the first 5 to 10 minutes in the neurologist's office, he knew exactly what he was dealing with.
They picked me up. I was like, heck yeah.
Nice.
Seen 2 grown men struggle doing that.
And nowadays we really want to focus on noticing these characteristics at an early age, because the earlier you get help, the better.
Walk and Roll Live. Disability stories. Like, follow, and subscribe. Life. Limitless.
Don't put me on a pedestal. I'm not here to inspire. I've got my flaws, my highs, my lows, my own heart's fire. I laugh, I cry, I break, I'm in just like anyone. I'm not your symbol of courage, I'm just me, done.
Awesome to start off the year with Chris. Have another fellow CPer hang out with us for a while. Hear about all the cool stuff that he's done in the world and how he's expanding people's mental processes and world and doing so many good things in the world.
Man, nothing holds him back, I guess, huh?
No.
Yeah.
He's like Nicaragua church trip. I'm like, what? No dirt roads for me, thank you.
Yeah, maybe in my younger days, but yeah, not now. That out of that entire interview, I just was so I wanted to cheer. That moment when somebody said, was it a teacher that said, you want to DJ this event?
Yeah, it was a teacher.
Instead of
I wanted to clap and cry because it's somebody who young enough figured out that he had a skill set and nurtured it.
Yeah. And that's it mostly. And forget the disability, right. That he saw that and didn't just say, well, no, I don't have any equipment. I can't do that.
Yeah. But he was like, hold on, I'll go get my stuff.
Yeah, I guess he was probably too young to say hold my beer, but yeah.
Hold my phone. Hold my mic.
Just get it done. Get it done. Then to have the foresight of turning that into a business that he's now been doing for 25 years.
Right. Because if you think about that, that's like the mid 90s probably, which I mean, probably seems like a sexy job to a young man. But, like you say, it takes fortitude to do it and be like, no, I'm going to do this. When everybody else is like, get a calculator and press this button. He's like, nope. That's awesome.
And it sounds like he loves it, too, on top of that. So awesome. So, yeah, he's on our website. I know I put him up there, like we talked about when I met him at the Abilities Expo. And then he reached out to me to kind of school me a little bit on things, which I appreciated very much and promptly put into practice with the show. You can probably go back, and if you really did a forensic investigation, you could see kind of the turning point.
We'll find the Easter egg.
Yeah, which I like that. I like that a lot. And the kind of inspiration where, when we talk about inspiration porn, it's the kind of deal where somebody comes up, and I'm sure you've probably had this too, where somebody comes up to you in the middle of the day in public and just says, oh, you inspire me. It's like, I'm standing here in line to get a burger. What do you mean I'm inspiring you?
Yeah.
I haven't done anything. That's what we're talking about, but when you, right?
Totally. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I think we should do that to able-bodied people or differently able-bodied people, because people in the world can be a mean, cruel place. So telling other people like, hey, the fact that you took a shower or washed your face or fed your kids or whatever, that is inspiring when there's mounting issues in the world. So I wish it was not just for us being particularly different. I wish it was appropriate everywhere in the world to tell other people what they do for you.
I got you. You are absolutely right. I do, and I've said this for years. When especially like when you're with a group of people, say you belong to a club, and you do service projects with this club or whatever, and you have a weekly meeting.
Yeah.
Well, there are people. You might have 30 people that belong to this club, and you have a weekly meeting and 12 people show up.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a different 12 people, but there are people that show up every week. There are people that kind of show up and they make the decision, I guess, that day if they're going to show up or not. I'm one of those people that makes the decision once on every Thursday at noon. If I have this meeting, I'm going to that meeting every Thursday at noon. And when somebody says to me, hey, you want to go to lunch today? I don't make a decision on whether I'm going to the meeting or having lunch with you.
Yeah.
Let's have lunch on Wednesday because I have something on Thursday. First of all, okay, so I'm kind of getting a drift here. But for those people that show up, that is so important. Even before you get to a service project or anything else, just showing up is in and of itself an achievement.
Right.
Yeah. Because you bring your thoughts, you bring your input, but you can't do any of that until you've shown up.
Right.
That's just me. All right. All righty. So DJ of Ability is on our page, and a couple of other things he talked about. Hopefully he takes us at our word and he lets us know, and we'll add those, and we'll let you know when we add those. And also, if you're looking for a DJ and you're anywhere near the Santa Barbara, California area, go to DJ of Ability on our website. Go to his website and get in touch with him. Yeah, he does a great job. What else?
Man, I don't know. It's 2025. My brain is farting right now.
Next week, that's all right. Next week, and I always say this, and I can't remember because we have conversations. I have conversations with so many other people about the show and what we're doing and what we're not doing, and inviting people on. So I don't know sometimes which one of those conversations have been there or here. But next week we have Brian Bushway. He's going to be on the show. He does something called I think it's called floral sonar. So he's a person without sight, lost his sight around 15. And it was kind of a transitional thing, but he'll get into that story. And I saw him last year when I went to the Action Club, which is one of the clubs of Kiwanis. They had a convention, and it's in Central California at I don't know. It's kind of like what we used to call a dude ranch. It's got places to stay, but then there's activities. There's slides and there's horseback riding and all different things while you're there. And so they showed a video of Brian, and he's, just kind of his story and his transition to blindness and how he learned, to get around. And one of the things he did is he uses this technique, and he's taken it to where he rides competitively bicycles, off-road bicycles through the woods.
Oh, that's so crazy. I cannot wait.
And he'll tell us more about that. But so I go, and I wanted to get a hold of him, and I reached out to him, and I didn't hear back. And I'm like, that's all right. He's a busy guy. So the next year I go back this past year, and they've brought him in now to be a speaker this year. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm tracking that guy down and I'm going to talk to him. And couldn't have been nicer. He said, I missed it. Sorry. And he says, but I'd love to be part of the show. So, we've been working on it for the last few months, and next week is when we'll talk to Brian. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. I thought I would get, 15, 20 seconds just to say, hey, this is me, and I'll reach out to you. And we talk for 30 minutes there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and wow, it's an amazing story. So we'll do that next week.